Welcome to the Pete Show, late night edition.
I'm Happy Pete.
I'm Stabby Pete.
I am Country Pete, and this is actually going to be another brewing episode. We're doing it though. It's getting dark, so we got some light in the background. This might look terrible when I do it, but it's probably will still go up anyway because we're still new. So what we're doing is making an Imperial Cider. So the way we're going to try to do that is by putting these frozen things, apple juice,
Juice concentrate.
juice concentrate, in with regular apple juice.
With added vitamin C, so it's healthy.
What makes it an Imperial Cider?
Because it's going to have
More alcohol.
that is the plan.
Now that
And more
in
apple
a funnel,
flavor, in theory, from the concentrated apple
I'm
juice.
gonna open that and I'll pour this one.
Oh, okay, sure.
Have you ever used apple concentrate that's frozen before?
I don't think any of us have, and I'm very curious to see the result. To taste the result.
The result should be amazing.
Now, is this going to be a gluten-free product?
I suppose it would.
I don't know of anything that has gluten in here. That stuff sure smells like apple. Just rinsing it out so we get everything out of here. Don't want to waste anything.
This is working less well than I had hoped.
Do you have a spoon or something to break that up?
Well, or just warm water in some of these. We need this country, Pete. Oh boy, I need to back away here.
Oh no! Hey, why don't you turn it on? Maybe that'll work.
This is a very country Pete move. Oh,
Oh, shit.
country, Mrs. Country Pete, help!
She's gone. I do what I want.
Party foul. Big party foul.
But now that I realize it, we're all like sort of leaning over these things.
Now that you realize.
I didn't even get to taste the beer.
Well, I have some more in mine. That's an
No,
extra.
I've got some more in mine. Pour mine again. Oh man.
Crunching it up like that did work good. I actually do have a brewing spoon I can go get.
I think hot water would work better.
I mean, can't any spoon be a brewing spoon if you're
Well,
brewing
a
up?
brewing spoon should be stainless steel. If you've got, say, a trusty wooden spoon, that's not so good for brewing.
What if you only use it for brewing? And so the yeast just stays on there.
Well, I mean, that's how they used to do it before they had stuff like sanitizers and
before they knew what
and
yeast
brew
was.
shops with yeast packets they could buy. So, I mean, you can brew that
Well,
way.
that's actually how I read a book about this, and the reason they use wooden spoons and why the wooden spoons work better. First of all, they didn't have as much, blacksmithing skills as we had to make those real thin spoons. But they also didn't have they weren't sure about yeast back in the day. So yeast was sort of a thing they didn't know about. So the wooden spoon would carry the yeast from one batch to another batch. Supposedly, that's what some historians say.
It definitely would. That spoon would have its own yeast culture on it.
Spoon delivery.
But I think we can do better in this era.
Oh yeah,
Sandy has a spoon.
spoon showed up.
Oh,
Oh,
you didn't say it. Wow. Now it's good.
country. Redneck brewing with Country Pete.
What would you say the origin of that song is?
Some fantastic friends of ours who are crazy.
I mean, maybe
but
we should hear
fun.
the original since she's here.
True. The originator of the song is here.
So sing it, Patricia.
I don't have my backup.
Producer Pete.
Pete Popperson is not here.
And why is that? Because he's weak.
Were you sick last week?
It didn't stop me from filming.
So, what do you think we should do here? I actually think.
God damn
That's
it.
the second one, Stabby Pete. I mean, do we have to cut you off? Shame.
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 Oh no.
Well, so we're drinking the Cassets.
Are we drinking that? I think one of us is.
A couple of us are drinking that.
The Beaver Tail Blonde. I have a little bit more here for you.
No, I've got all that I deserve.
Oh, that's just a little too sad. Come here, Sammy Pete.
That is a little sadness. But I haven't seen that much beer spilt at Country Pete's house ever. I woke up one morning with a guy in the hot tub who had his beer, was holding him in the hot tub. He had the beer over the edge of the hot tub. He was holding him floating in the middle of the hot tub. Don't know how many hours he was in there. I don't know if he's ever been the same since that night.
Certainly can't have kids now.
I probably couldn't have kids before.
This is a nice blonde.
Yes.
Nice solid blonde.
Yep.
Got a little bit of hoppiness to it, but not too much. Not much of a pale. This is from Cassets. It's a place in Kenai.
5.2%.
I don't know what the IBU rating is on there.
I didn't see it. Yeah.
So, question about this. We only, Little Country Pete had some apple juice the other day, so now we're apple juice down. A gallon of apple juice down. Should we just go with 4 gallons
I think so.
and just make it stronger? Or should we add a gallon of water? Which I think would just dilute the apple
No,
flavor.
I think for trying to make an imperial cider here, we go for less volume than we had planned for, but more concentrated.
That's our scientific tool there, guys. We're bringing the science out.
Did you sanitize it?
Yes, it's sanitized.
What about the mixture?
Mixture is sanitized, mostly.
Sanitize is a binary thing.
It's either sanitized or not
Either
sanitized.
it is.
There's no honey at the bottom. I don't feel we have to go super hard today. And we're already losing light as we go. Sanitization water.
Tasty.
Not tasty. All right. So I'm going to try getting there deeper this time, and maybe I will get less. So let's try to get less foam this time.
Well, this end doesn't have to be sanitized.
Damn it!
Yay,
Am I
I'm
the
not
only one?
alone.
Oh, it's all over my shoes.
Oh no, your fancy shoes.
These are Nordstrom shoes.
Some people have no respect for beer.
Or shoes.
Well, the problem is we're combining work. What?
Just let some of that run out first, because I had some water. I saw some water in there. Now put it in there.
We're combining work with drinking beer, and that's a bad combination. Don't drink beer at work.
Or do.
But it is traditional to drink while you're brewing.
Yeah.
We always do, but you don't know how many this much problems.
Yeah,
But we don't normally
we're
film.
not doing it well.
This, I don't know. I'd say this is about par for brewing Country Pete.
I agree.
True. I mean, there was the one time where we were brewing. We had 2 or 3 batches of mead we were going to brew. And
5 batches.
Was it 5?
It was 5. I had counted.
Anyways, it was a very busy day. And why was it so busy for me? Because Country Pete got hammered drunk and ended up going to sleep, and me and the other guy,
Ty.
Pete was had to finish it ourselves. And amazingly, they all actually ended up working out pretty
Yeah,
well.
here we go. I definitely had to put together the notes for them from memory the next day.
From memory.
It was not.
I feel like that's the country way of saying it was a wild ass guess.
Yeah.
Well,
There weren't any. All of them didn't have these scientific readings.
no.
Did
no.
you throw any nutrient in there?
Not yet. We're gonna do that after you were measuring it. Cause I thought that made it. Oh, I should have done that beforehand.
Just a little bit of foam compared to the other time.
Yeah, I think I did better.
You want to do the reading?
Did we write the reading for the last one down?
Well, we've got it on video.
Yeah, I know. Normally I have a book I write all this stuff down in.
That book would have had beer all over it.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't actually write in the book. This Country Pete takes all our notes.
And we have some dictation on the side here. Dictation?
Well, we can't read our handwriting.
Yeah.
Yes, we can't read my handwriting. I was made to be a doctor, but unfortunately there was a drinking problem.
Yeah, you're not supposed to drink as a doctor until later. You know, when you're starting to get burned out. And then you start drinking, but you know, you say you don't have a problem because it's top shelf alcohol that you're drinking. So I mean, you can't be a drunk if you're drinking top shelf, right?
You seem to know far too much about this.
I'm a big fan of Lambsdale Ray.
Lambsdale Ray, what's that?
I can't read this.
He's
out
a singer.
Here. I have the light. Happy Pete will be right back.
So what of the little bit of this actual Beavertail Blonde we drank do you think you liked?
So I looked it up on Untappd, and I've had this before 3 times, and I rated it as a 2.5, but I feel really bad now, so I'm going to give it a 3, because it is very good, and I feel bad for wasting so much of it, especially since I didn't pay for it.
We just had that. We just had the M&M, and the Plum Pete, Happy Pete's Plum Mead when we picked them up.
And I have 2 ounces of vodka before I even left the house.
All right, so we all some of us are not as drunk as other of us. Other of us.
Some of us
It's up to
pregame.
you which one. Who is it? Put your comments down below. Who's the most drunk in this episode?
I'm thinking it's probably me right now.
People are gonna say you. 'Cause,
Judging by how much beer's on the floor, perhaps.
Fair.
yeah, it's just.
I do feel really bad. I do
So
feel really bad.
in the comments down below, say what you say to your friends when they spill beer. Just put it down there so we can use it on
Party
Pete later.
foul.
I like party foul's a good
Classic. It's classic. I already said that one on
Or
myself.
shame. Or show me your boobs.
one. And then do you feel
You first.
Do you feel objectified?
Yes. And you know what I do when people objectify me?
Stab them.
Oh no.
Hopefully that's a good shot.
That's funny. Thank God you didn't trip.
That'd have been hard to explain to Margaret and Vernon.
Oh no, it'd be easy to explain.
I don't have my
It's having the best.
You have it on film. So, or
All right.
video.
So what do we
The
get?
thing is, you wouldn't have to
Is
have
about 1.060, which is about
Just not me.
7.75%.
No.
Which is
Can you
gonna be-
potential.
which is 2% lower than they got theirs to at the other place.
Can you say that again? So
Yeah,
other
so
people
the original gravity is rated about 1.060, which is roughly 7.75% potential alcohol if it goes perfectly dry.
That's
Sounds good.
kind of low
Low compared to the King Street Imperial
King
Cider
Street
we
is
had.
9%.
to
Yeah.
the one we just
Yeah.
did before too.
Yeah. Well, the other one had 10 pounds of honey, so of course it would be higher.
You want to taste a bit? We don't have a glass. I'm just drinking out of
yeah.
this. No.
Well,
Alright.
this is just cider, so it's
Right.
going to be lower than
Right.
Right.
It's
So
good.
probably,
Well, this is
I think
actually-
if we were trying to go closer to what King Street did, we should have maybe used a little honey, a couple
Or
pounds of
something.
honey, or
But I didn't use
more
it.
of the concentrated
More
stuff.
concentrate.
One or the other. We needed more sugar.
No sugar.
But I'm still very curious how this turns out. I imagine the apple flavor will be like a solid punch to the face from this.
All right, and we're going to be
What's that?
using.
I like apples.
And punches to the face.
No,
Did we lose one of them?
not my face.
Oh, it's in the one step. Nope, the one step. Yep.
Is it?
Wow.
Oh, the back. Okay.
We're going to be using K1V1116 today. It's another part of my sampler pack of. We were going to use one of the other ones, but we couldn't figure out what any of the other ones meant or did or whatever. So,
Did you do some nutrient already?
yes, nutrient and DAP.
So Happy Pete.
Two teaspoons of DAP, 1.5 tablespoons of yeast juice nutrient.
Happy Pete, what is your take on non-refrigerated yeast? Seeing as this yeast is from Amazon. Do you have high hopes?
I've never tried that.
You've never.
I have no
Ooh,
experience.
Keep refrigerated.
Yeah, that's what I do with my yeast.
Very big.
All of Country Pete's yeast.
This
is
also
from
says to
Amazon
mix it in
and
water first.
it's all-
Yeah, I usually go to the brew store and get my refrigerated yeast from them and put it in my refrigerator until I brew.
So he rated it's 25 cents from Amazon. Country Pete's cheap. Stabby Pete said 3 for this. What do you say for
We're
untapped?
talking about Cassicks?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the
Beaver Tail Blonde. It's actually named after the aircraft, the Beaver, which is very popular here in Alaska.
Oh yeah, it's very good for.
it's a great name for a blonde.
I
Yeah.
think it might be a
Beer.
double entendre with the gal on the wing.
Totally is.
I do love me some
If
Double
you're
ensemble.
thinking-
Pretty good. I think
I
I'd
think-
give it a 3.25.
I'm gonna give 3 also. I think this is good. Very nice drinkable beer. I can have a ton of these in a day.
Not just drinkable, highly spillable.
We've never spilled more
Sorry.
beer in one episode.
So far.
Yes. Like, subscribe. Put down in the below how much you think Country Pete should pay. I mean, Stabby Pete should pay for this.
I think Country Pete should
Country,
be.
country Pete should pay more.
Country Pete's already paid.
Give us an airlock on this.
Yeah.